On day one of the impeachment trial, Rappler interviewed Senator Judge Cheese Escudero on Twitter Ambush, and he said the public can be citizen judges. On day two, we chatted with Dean La Vina via Skype. He said the decision is for the senator judges alone to make. Here's our conversation. But how are we going to balance? On one hand, the public would like to know what's happening, although they see on TV, but they would certainly would like to hear the senator jurors. On the other hand, it's a judicial process. There are rules. How are we going to balance this?
The public get to see how everyone behaves. So what everyone says. I mean, I think that should be enough. The Senate is the sole judge of this. That's why even this talk about the people is the judge, that's bullshit. I mean, sorry for the use of the term, but that the Senate is the judge of this, the sole judge. It's not the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court cannot get involved, cannot interfere. See, the key is the Senate. If they allow foolishness, if they allow misconduct by either the defense or the prosecution, then that misconduct will happen again and again. But if they don't, and they're firm and they're strong, and yesterday the last point that Senator Enrile said was, we encourage everyone not to conduct the trial here by publicity.
Yeah.
I think so. Because a fair trial does not depend on the president or even the House or the public. As I said, it depends on the Senate. So, and how the Senate conducts itself. I mean, and so I actually don't mind the president doing what he's doing what he did. He has also a constitutional duty and a political duty to pursue accountability in this country. And I don't mind the House doing what they did. They followed the letter of what was expected of them under the Constitution. Now let's grant the same thing now to the Senate, who must in fact act as judges. It should be on the basis of national interest, not public opinion, not popularity, but what is good for the country according to the senator. I mean, it should be proceedings with dignity, done with dignity and respect. I mean, it doesn't mean if it's political, it's partisan. It still has to follow rules, including the Bill of Rights. No?
Yeah.
And the last set is accountability of the citizens and accountability of media. Senators should not give any interview at all, except for Senator Enrile with respect to the process. Maybe Senator Soto also with respect to the process, but certainly not on the merits of the case. No, they should just listen. That's their job. They have to listen and they have to weigh the evidence, and then they have to decide what is good for the country. I have strong feelings about this. I mean, about guilt here, about the kind of person the Chief Justice may be. I'm not going to share that because that's irrelevant. But what I care about is what this country will look like 20, 30, 40 years from now. That's more important than convicting or acquitting Corona.